sitting. Now, if you are in a job where you are sitting for long hours or you're slouched over your computer or laptop, that does happen, we're all human, or you have little ones and you're constantly bending over to pick up toys or change diapers, or when you're cooking, cleaning, etc., it is very common to have mid back pain. Now, if you are one of those moms, you may be suffering from mid back pain. So, today in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips to manage your mid back pain. Now, these are simple tips that you can start uh, implementing starting today. And before we get into the topic for today, let me introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and joint pain. And I do this by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle changes, and I talk about some hacks, tips, tricks. I also talk about some non toxic natural products that have helped me in my own spinal and joint pain journey. And I do all this without taking away a big chunk of your time because, hey, we are moms, we are busy people, right? So we need solutions that fit into our existing daily routines. So, without taking up more of your time, let me share with you the 3 tips that I was talking about that can help you manage your mid back or your thoracic or your between the shoulder blades pain. Now, the very first thing is, well, if you've known me for more than 2 minutes, you know I talk about posture a lot, but because in this particular case, posture plays a very important role. So, if I am one of those who's slouching over, I've got rounded shoulders, and I'm sitting like this for, say, even 15, 20 minutes every day, there are chances that I will get a lot of strains and stresses around my mid back and even my shoulder and neck areas. So, let's actually address one of the most common poor postures or postural deviations as they are called in the medical language, postural deviations seen in with people who have mid back pain, and that is this rounded shoulder. So if you look at me from the side, this is just normal shoulder position, and this is rounded shoulder. So when I do this, do you see how I'm shrugging my shoulders? And the other thing that happens is my chin gets poked out. Now, this poking out of the head is very, very common, more than we even realize it. It's known as a forward head posture. And usually, this rounded shoulder and this forward head posture are seen together. In fact, they are so common in mums, it's called a mum posture. I don't quite like that term, but that's what it is called. So, what is the correlation between these two, and how does this really matter if you have mid back pain? So, let's just get into the details for a bit. And let's look at how you can avoid this. So, what happens is if you are looking at a screen for a long period of time, whether it is for work, for watching television, movie, or you're sitting with your kids and they are doing their studies and you're looking at the screen with them, because nowadays all studies are on screen. Well, most of the schools they are. So, if you have this habit of poking your head out, what happens is my head is very forwards in relation to my body. This is normal and this is forward head. So when the head is moving forwards, it has to be balanced on top of your body. In order to do that, we have to round the shoulders. So when you round the shoulders, you'll see how I'm shrugging them as well. It's very difficult to round your shoulders without shrugging them. So when you have this position, there is a lot of stress that builds up around your neck, shoulder, mid back, that is your thoracic area, around your shoulder blades basically. So, in order to prevent this, let's start from the top. So, let's put our neck into a neutral position. Oh, yes, also, this position can cause a pinching of the nerves that are present in your cervical spine. So, if it is happening in your lower, that is mid. So, if this is your neck, it's got 7 vertebrae. So, if this pinching of the nerves is happening in the lower part, that is mid to lower cervical spine, it will lead to irritation, compression of those nerves. You might have tingling, numbness, nerve pain like symptoms in your arms or your fingers, or it can also lead to irritation of the nerve that travels down in between your shoulder blade and give rise to mid back pain there. If the same irritation or compression of the nerve happens in the upper to mid cervical spine, it can lead to headaches going up from the side to back to the side of your head here. These are known as cervicogenic headaches. Now, if you are looking for more details on nerve pains or cervicogenic headaches, you can have a look at my YouTube channel. I've done a couple of videos there and I talk about some solutions as well. So, If you cannot find my YouTube channel, you can just go to YouTube and type my name, Swati Prakash Nerve Pain, or my name followed by cervicogenic headache or headache, and those videos will pop up for you. You can have a look at those details. They are both very nagging and very painful conditions, and I understand you would look for a solution, so that's also present in those videos. Anyway, getting back, so what happens is you can have psychogenic headaches, you can have nerve pains, it can even affect the quality of your sleep, this forward head posture here, because you see you're breathing, this is your windpipe when you are in this position. I mean, there's a lot of theory behind it, right? It will restrict your breathing to a certain extent. So with all this said and done, we need to address this problem. So, a very, very simple tip for you is whenever, so you can look at me from the side here, whenever you are sitting, say you are reading something or you're on your phone, or suppose this is, or you're on your laptop, the top of your laptop screen or your computer screen should be about 5 to 10 degrees below the horizontal line from your eyes. So, excuse me while I just grab my pen. So, if I show you this with a notebook, this is a horizontal line. This pen here represents a horizontal line drawn from my eyes to the top of this notebook. So let me just put the top of this notebook a little bit lower. So if you can see this, that the top of the notebook is about 5 to 10 degrees lower. So did you see that automatic reaction where my chin had to go into a little bit of a nod? So this postural correction is known as a chin nod, where if this is 100% of a nod, what you are doing is just 5 to 10 degrees of a nod, right? So basically, if this is too complicated, remember, if you draw a horizontal line from your eyes to the top of your laptop screen or top of your book or phone, it should be the top of the book or the screen should be about 5 to 10 degrees below this horizontal line. This puts your cervical spine or your neck in a neutral position. Once your neck is not poking out and it is back here, it is very easy for you to drop your shoulders and then maintain a better posture and avoid all the complications, including mid back pain that come along with it. Now, you might ask me now, how do I not round my shoulders? So that brings us to our second tip. So for that, you would need either a massage ball. So I have my spiky massage ball here, or you can take a tennis ball, pop it in between your shoulder blades here. So the ball is sitting in between my shoulder blades. So I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So it's sitting there. It should be in between the shoulder blade, anywhere from like about the mid to the lower part of the shoulder blades there. So there's no specific area where you need to put it, but just between your shoulder blades, and let it sit between you and the chair. So the moment I slouch, now this ball has dropped down. So it's come here while we started at the top. So what happens is this dropping of the ball, you can feel it, the sensation goes into your brain, and then you realize, oops, I am slouching. So you will straighten back up. Of course, you can do other things like put a sticky note on your laptop or computer or your workstation. You can put regular alarms to check your posture. But I find this quite effective. So I usually have my massage ball sitting at my desk, and I usually keep a tennis ball in the car. And that helps me when I'm driving because I tend to slouch. When I'm driving, for some reason, when I'm sitting, I'm perfectly fine. So maybe it's just the way I hold my steering wheel. Well, just a bonus tip for you here. If you're one of those who hold the steering wheel right at the top, try to hold it in the mid to the lower position, because the moment you hold it to the top, what happens here is your shoulders are already shrugging up. So when you hold the car steering at the mid to lower position, your shoulders tend to be in a neutral position. Anyway, so not really desk based thing, but something to help you. All right, let's then go to our tip number 3 for today, which is how can you. Okay, so this is something that is really simple. I'm going to backtrack here. So, this is something that's really simple, and most of the people tend to ignore it, right? So, this is some simple stretches that you can do to avoid the buildup of stresses on your mid back. These exercises, obviously, you can do for your full body, but you could do something as simple as neck rotations, side tilts, rolling of the shoulders, so clockwise, anti-clockwise, just a little stretch in front of you or stretch above you. Now, I'm also emphasizing the neck because the neck is closely related to your mid back. There are lots of muscles and other structures that cross over from the neck to your thoracic spine, so you would have to take care of your neck as well. So do a bit of these stretches or just twisting in your chair, etc. I have written a free guide about some desk based exercises, which actually includes the full body, right from your cervical spine down to your ankle and feet. And these exercises can be done anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. So imagine if you had to do them every hour, all you have to do is take out one, 1 to 3 minutes of your time every hour. I guess anybody could do that, right? So I have actually written a blog on the same topic, which is 3 tips to manage your mid back pain while sitting. In that blog, I have left a link to these desk-based exercises. So yeah, so I will leave a link to the blog in the description of this video. And if you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. When you click on my bio, on the link in my bio, if you scroll down, you will come to the blogs part. Alrighty, I guess if you have that was it for now. So those are the 3 tips I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions, any comments, do leave them, drop them into the comment box below this video, and I will address them for you. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.